Hi, I'm Ava Woolsey. Thank you for joining me on this edition of Building a Better Community Within Our Schools. I'm a school librarian at Desert Winds Elementary, a K-3 elementary school. Right next door is Picture Rocks Intermediate, 4th through 6th grade. I've had the pleasure of working at both schools at multiple grade levels, and I really feel that we can use multimedia projects with our learning theories to build better community within these schools. Our content goal is we will be able to understand the different types of emergent software and applications for use in these multimedia projects. Language goal. We will be able to explain how and why the need for these emergent technologies. As an audience member, you'll be able to give me feedback through a survey. So remember this quote, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I believe this to be true. Through a buddies program or even peer tutoring, it'll be able to create powerful cross-age relationships, teaching important life skills, and building caring ethos in the school. The first emergent technology I'd like to look at is Kids Blog. This is a way for students and educators to be able to communicate with one another. They can communicate in posts, in blogs, and it could be all about the curriculum, or maybe just to talk about life in general. This could be peers talking with each other. Another one is Extra Normal. These students can co-create dialogue using creative tools to explain something like vocabulary, anything that they learned in any subject. And they can even present it to the class. So that way they can teach the class, because we know we become better teachers when we learn something new. Here's an example of the peer tutoring. And here's an example of the Extra Normal writing robot, if you'd like to look at it. And I showed this to my class to explain the 6 traits writing. I used my name, I even used some children's names. What about using learning theories within this emergent technology? Interpersonal, they'll be able to work in cooperative groups. They'll be able to interact, peer sharing with each other. With the spatial visual, they'll be able to create videos, pictures, movies. Theory is bodily kinesthetic. Students can create hands-on activities in an engaging way with Story Jumper and Tick-a-Talk. Let's take a look at these two. So let's take a look at this emergent technology. Tick-a-Talk is where every child has a story, and this is a way for them to tell it. Now, the thing about our WebSense is that our organization blocks this website as it comes up as and being able to shop. But the only thing that they can buy on this website is the books that they've made. So it can definitely be something for a proud parent to keep, or even as a classroom for their classroom, for a teacher to keep for their classroom. Now, Story Jumper is the same way. You can also purchase these books. The nice thing about it is that these are available online as a web book. And you can read it, the students can share it. It's really very interactive for them, and they have a lot of fun creating stories. Now, our school district has adopted a new teaching model, which is a gradual release of responsibility, otherwise known as, and within this gradual release of responsibility, we need to use productive group work. So here's a quote. From the book, Productive Group Work. In these interactions, students should teach one another, check each other's understanding, discuss concepts and ideas, and make connections between the content and their own lives. Knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. We know this to be true, that we really need to be creating some projects together. In this way, it'll build better community, it'll support our teaching model. So now that we've touched on our content goal and our language goal, the social goal is the feedback. So here is what the survey is going to look like. You'll be receiving an email. Just go ahead and fill the survey out and press submit, and then I will get the results. It's just a quick 5-question survey, and your input is very appreciated. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Building Community Within Our Schools.